Hello, in this new video, I will talk about a short story which I was thinking for last 1 week. It's a very short story. One family used to live in Dubai. Indian family with two two son. One person has two son and his wife used to live in Dubai, and then for some reason the family shift back to India, except the man, the father, he stayed back in Dubai, but the two child and the mother moved back to India. And then the child started to go to school in India. They had some difficulties to start school in India because they were studying there in Dubai. Their main language was in English and also Arabic, but now they are studying in India, even though the language in school is in English, but they knew very little Hindi. That's why they had some trouble for first few months to adjust. But they managed to get adjusted in the school. Days were passing by. The father used to call them every weekend, at least once in a week, and her mom cries sometimes because she liked to stay together in Dubai, but unfortunately for some financial reason they had to move back to India, and the man stayed in Dubai. But the father is trying his best to again bring his family back to Dubai. He will need to change his job and find a new job with much more higher salary so that he can afford to bring back his family. He also misses his family. After finishing the day's work, he goes to a remote desert place and watches the sunset, and feels very sad because his family is not with him. But life goes on. That's the reality. Life is not a fiction. Life is full of reality. Sometime you will be happy and sometime trouble will come. It's very common for everybody. Even same for the richest person of the world to the poorest person of the world, to the most powerful person, to the to the very less powerful person. Everybody's life has some very simple similarities, which is going with good time and bad time. And then days were passing by. The kids used to go to school, and after school they used to play, come back home, study in the evening, and then watch TV for a few hours and go to sleep. Few months went back, almost 7 8 months passed since they came back from Dubai. The older son's name was Johnny, and the younger son's name was Deepak. Johnny was walking by a field one day, and then he saw a magician sitting under a tree, and then that person called him and the magician was not feeling very well. But Johnny did not know that he is a magician. He just saw an old person, sitting on a branch of a tree, and then he also looks very sad and ill. He asked the magician, "Do you need anything to drink, or do you need anything?" The magician said, "No, boy. You can just give me a glass of water if that is not too much trouble." Johnny says, "No, I will arrange water for you. Just give me 5 minutes." Johnny ran back to the closest store where he can buy a bottle of water. He then ran back to the place where the magician was sitting. He then asked the magician the water. Magician drank the water, and he was very pleased. Magician did not find this kind of help from human beings for a long time. He was very pleased to see that. Then he asked. He gave a stick to the young boy, Johnny. Johnny said, "No, you don't have to give me anything." He said, "No, boy, keep it. It will bring you good fortune." He, did not understand what the magician was saying. But to make him happy, he took the stick and walked back to his home. He was feeling to throw away the stick, but for some reason he feel pity for the old man, and then he bring back the stick to his house and keep that under his table, you know, and then few days more went. And he continued to do his normal life. Nothing happened, as the magician said. You know, they had to do some decoration of the house, so he put many of his stuff to the storeroom, and he also took the stick to the storeroom. And then again few months went by. They were doing their normal life, school, then play, and then watch TV and study. And then after a few months, some of his friends came to their house on the holiday, and they were playing hide and seek. And accidentally, Johnny hid in the storeroom where he had the magic stick. You know, he closed the door so that nobody can find him. His friends, tried to find where he hid, but could not find him. Then, after a few minutes, when Johnny understood that it's time to come out, he opened the door, and he was stunned. He is not in his house in India. Rather, he came back to the house where he used to live in Dubai, and this is the same house where they used to live. He was stunned, and he's not understanding what is happening. He, searched the whole apartment. Nobody is there. Then he thought, "Oh, okay, this is daytime." His father went for work, and there's supposed to be no one in the house. He was thinking, "What is going on? Is he dreaming?" No, he looked through the window. He's seeing the neighboring house of Dubai, and he again came to the other side of his apartment and looked through the window, and he saw the marketplace in front of their house in Dubai. Everything is there, and there's no sense of India is there. all around is Dubai memories, Dubai houses, marketplace, everything. And then finally, after investigating few minutes, he understood that he is really in Dubai, and he didn't know what should he do. By for some time he thought he should scream or start crying, but he hold on himself and sat down, drank a glass of water. you know then he remembers what could cause this thing. Then after thinking for a few minutes, he remembered the magician and his advice. And then he thought this could be the thing. Only that magical stick could bring this. Then he went back to the storeroom and grabbed the stick. Came back to his living room. Keep thinking. Then he went back to the storeroom with the stick and closed the door. And then again he opened the door. Now he found himself again in India. He is not understanding what is happening. Then finally understood that if he closes the door when the stick is in the storeroom, and then open, he actually switches place. For example, if he is in India and close the door in the storeroom and then again open it, he arrives in Dubai. And from Dubai, if he comes to the storeroom and close it and then again open, he again comes back to India. It's very weird. He was feeling frightened and at the same time he was enjoying it. He did it few times, and then he decided not to say anything to his brother, mother, or father. He and then that night he could not sleep. His father was sleeping beside him, but he was awake whole night thinking about what did happen this evening afternoon. Then several days passed, and then he kept thinking what he can do to help his family financially. Yeah. And he also wants to keep this story secret. He is fearing that if everybody knows about it, then the magic might go away. So he planned to keep it secret, and he keep thinking when he goes to school. In his class time, he ponders over what could be done. Then after giving some thought, he thought, okay, I could buy some water bottle from the stores uh, nearby, and then sell these water bottle in Dubai, because water is very expensive in Dubai, because they are in the desert. They have all the water they have are salty water. They need to refine that water, remove the salt and make it as edible water. So water is very expensive. Edible water is very expensive in Dubai. Then he brought 10 water bottle from India and sold it to the market in Dubai. He planned that he will come in such a time, and that his father is at work. Um, then he started doing that. Every time he earns around like 1,000 rupee. He did a few times a day, and then after 1 month he managed to store more than 50,000 rupee. And then he was thinking how he can give this money to his mom, but he is afraid that if he tell his mother might start to investigate and find out the whole thing, and the magic might go away. So he brought a big box where and store it in the install it in the storeroom. And he put some of his clothes and put the money underneath. And then he keeps doing that. Then he thought, okay, I'm selling water, buying water from India, and then bringing that to Dubai and selling it at a high price. What I can take from Dubai to India, there must be something which is very cheap in Dubai and expensive in India. He keep thinking. Then he found that, okay, dates. Dubai has many different types of dates, and all of them are very cheap. And also Dubai has very good, Arabic scent, which is also very cheap. Then he went to the store in India to find out the price of dates and sand. He found that he could earn a lot of money if he brings dates and sands from Dubai and sell it to Indian market. And then he actually doing both thing. He is buying water bottles from India and selling in Dubai, and then again he buying dates and sand from Dubai and bringing back to India. It is very easy for him. All he needs to do is bring his selling items to the storeroom and close the door and open it, and then he jumps to the place where he will sell it. And then but a few months went by. He is earning a lot of money and storing it all in his big box. And then but one day his father was sick. He did not went to his office, but when the boy came to his Dubai house, he saw his father, and his father saw him. His father was very stunned. He was very excited and very astonished. What is happening? How come he is in Dubai? He he's supposed to be in India. Then the boy told his father to come down and sit. Then he told the whole story, and his father was at first not willing to believe the story. Then he said, okay, let's go with me. And he took his father to the storeroom and did the magic trick. And then he went to India with his father, and his mom saw his father, and she was also stunned. She is not understanding what is happening. And then his father told his mom and his Johnny's little brother Deepak about the whole story. And then the family was very happy. Mom was very happy to see his father. So the Johnny's father is her husband, because she was very anxious to live far away from his beloved husband. And then Johnny showed him the money, and and told everything what he was doing for last 6 months. And then father was very happy to see the intellectual capacity of his son. Then the whole family was thinking what they can do. Then his father said, okay, I know some shop owners in Dubai who sells water bottle, so we should arrange to bring more bottles from India and sell into the at least more than 10 shops in Dubai and earn more money and do the reverse thing, buy more and more dates and sands from Dubai and bring it to India and sell to the market nearby. And they were doing this very successfully, and they all doing all of these things secretly so that nobody can understand what is happening. Their neighbors in India and neighbors in Dubai all did not understand the whole thing. They did it very secretly. They hide everything. you know they're buying things from Indian market and selling to Indian market and doing the same thing in Dubai. They did it very very secretly. They chose the timing, and place in such a way that and their neighbors cannot see them, and then they continue to do that for many years.